We just landed in Chicago, and it's cold. We're inside and it's cold. So you can imagine going outside is cold. And we're not complaining about the cold because Sonya's from New York, I'm from Philly. But this is a different kind of cold. But we are in Chicago to do the Married Lovers Retreat in Galena, Illinois. This is their, what, 12th year?
Yeah.
12th year of doing it, 13th year. But this is our 6th year of facilitating. And we look forward to it every single year. It's not as cold as I thought it would be. Is it, honey?
Huh?
It's not as cold as I thought it would be.
It's not as bad. I thought it was going to be cold.
Alright, come on, baby. It's been about 2 years now. But it's our favorite place here, Wildberry Restaurant in Chicago, and our favorite people. Right. And we ate like crazy. I need to get something from the store though.
What you need?
I need some glue, and I need 2 pieces of paper, 4 pieces of paper.
I have paper.
You do?
Not big, but...
It don't have to be big. You got glue?
Sorry, Joe, we were holding you up. I got crazy glue.
If it was raining, bro.
I know.
Man, Joe. But yeah, I said, man, Joe, we all ain't in it together then.
So all I'm gonna say is, this house better be loud tonight.
Okay, we'll do them and then we'll come to you guys.
We became each other's polishing stones.
We became
Each other's polishing stones.
We became each other's polishing stones. That's beautiful. Now I want to hear about the letters. But in the interest of time, we won't hear the letters, but I kind of want to read y'all's. That's beautiful.
I can paraphrase mine real short. I had mentioned, I said to my sister, I said, dear Victor, my sister asked me if I ever wanted to get married. If so, start preparing myself. During my process, I had to learn that I'm worthy of a relationship that will lead to marriage. I fasted for 2 years, not being in a relationship. A coworker mentioned that she knew a man that would be good for me. She mentioned this person for months. I'm glad I was obedient to God's direction. I remember someone saying, if a man is ready to be with you, he will come to you. Thank you, Victor, for coming to get me.
Yes! Beautiful. Beautiful.
Night.
You trying to?
It was intimate, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very nice.
It was.
I
like that.
The husband and wives connected, didn't they?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, where the men at? Where's Rob?
I'm right here.
What up, bro?
Okay, you ain't Rob?
Right there.
Did you connect with your wife tonight?
I did, bro.
How was that experience, man?
Man, it was good. It was good. I was happy about it.
I was happy.
Yes, sir.
Tony, did y'all connect tonight?
I think we did. You know, it was very powerful. I think.
No, this is
Is the marriage in this video?
Hi, welcome to Can We Talk? I'm Derrick.
And I'm Sonya. Thank you for watching. Today's episode is entitled 3 Ways to Enhance Your Romance. So, can we talk?
You said it like you about to get into some romance.
I love romance. I was born for it.
So can we talk about romance? Can we talk? We just did a retreat this weekend in Chicago. And
hey, Chicago peeps.
I know, right?
Galena, Illinois.
One of the things that, well, not one, but many of the things that we talked about is romance in marriage. We talked about barriers. We talked about romance. We even were a part of being romantic. But we wanted to talk to you about romance and 3 ways to enhance it. How do you enhance romance? How do you actually enhance it? So
3 simple tips for enhancing your romance. The first one is that you have to learn how to become emotionally vulnerable. So I'm gonna give you an example. Prior to our retreat, which was about romance, we've been real busy. And you guys have seen our other vlogs, so you know we've been busy. Mom and dad and kids, the dog. Forgot to get the dog food in one of the episodes. And that's real, for real. So, you know, I'm a helpless, hopeless romantic. And I wasn't feeling the love from Derrick. So in becoming emotionally vulnerable, I had to actually tell him, maybe right before the retreat, hey, you're not digging me. I'm not feeling like you're digging me. You know.
you didn't say it quite like that.
You're not checking for me the way you usually check for me. You know,
you said
all of this.
Yeah, you said it with a little.
And I was just like, what's going on? You know. I said, how I say it?
Go ahead.
I said it. I was vulnerable.
Yeah.
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 So you have to be emotionally vulnerable to be able to say what you need and what you want, what you don't want. And we talk about emotional wellness in your marriage. So in order to be emotionally vulnerable, you have to be able to assess whether you're emotionally well. Meaning, do you have any hidden resentment, any unexpressed feelings, any unresolved hurts? You know, how do you feel about yourself physically, sexually, emotionally? You know, how do you feel about your spouse in those same, you know, in regard to those same things? You have to be able to assess your emotional wellness to be romantic.
Right. It can be very intimidating when the person is wanting to share their emotional wellness or share, like Sonya said, share how they feel emotionally. And for some, depending on the temperament, it can be very intimidating because it can come off as you're not doing enough or what you've done is not good enough.
Is that how it came off to you?
Well, I know who I am, so I wasn't fazed by it. 23 years in.
You know you're
it's not 5 years in.
Mac D lover.
I got it covered.
D money.
Yeah, that's what I do. But for some, it can be very. Well, not for some. Early in our marriage, it was very intimidating because Sonya is a lover of love. She's a lover of romance. I can do without it because men, we think about sex first and then emotion second. And so it was intimidating initially when I say initially, early in our marriage, when she was vulnerable, and I didn't know how to respond to it. I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know, because my definition of romance and her definition of romance was different.
And so romance doesn't always have to lead to sex. It can, but if you are a woman, most of the time, men, we are emotional sexual. So romance involves an emotional connection first, and then possibly a sexual one, but definitely going to be emotional first before you can get us, to even want to be romantically, sexually connected.
So
that's the first one, being able to be emotionally vulnerable. Okay.
We can spend a lot of time on that part because for men, once again, I'm going to continue to reiterate how we weren't taught how to be emotional. Now we are emotional beings, but that point number one can be foreign to us. We had a couple the other day. I don't know what that looks like, and so it's important. Marriage is a school that you'll never graduate from. Take notes, right? Tweet that thing. Marriage is a school that you will never graduate from, which means that you got to continue to teach the other person, in this case, continue to teach the other person what romance looks like and what emotions from the other person looks like. And for men, we have to be willing to learn. We can't have that pride in us and I don't want to learn. Once you learn from your wife about romance and she knows how to teach it, you'll be a new man.
And husbands, if your wife has not taught you how to become emotionally vulnerable, ask her to teach you. Because we actually are gifted with that ability. We have more emotional hormones inside of us than you all do.
Right.
And we were given that gift by God so that we can be the balance to your testosterone.
Right.
So ask her, say, babe, I need help with my emotional piece, my emotional side. Show me, what that looks like. It's a foreign language, like Derrick said, for a lot of men, because most men were not socialized to emote.
Right.
They were socialized to suck it up, buttercup.
Suck it up, buttercup.
Which is so sad, because you actually have it inside of you. It's just been repressed. And Derrick talks about the male emotional suppression cycle. We won't talk about that in this session, because this is about romance. So number two. Okay, you have to learn how to be spontaneous. Romance can be spontaneous. It comes with being spontaneous. It means that you don't necessarily always have to plan a date. You don't necessarily have to have money. You don't necessarily have to get a babysitter if you have kids. You can actually be spontaneous. The kids have to go to sleep at some point. And at some point, I'm hoping they're not in your bed. Or in your bedroom. We're gonna do a vlog on that when the kids come on parenting. Because some of y'all got those kids in your bedroom.
They gotta go.
In your bed.
They gotta go.
And one, I'm gonna tell you, okay, this is not a parenting. We're gonna talk about this in another vlog. But it creates codependency on your children, and it causes them to have longer separation anxiety when they're out with other people. And
there's a deeper reason why.
Worst case scenario, if they have to go somewhere and you can't be with them, they don't adjust well. And there's a deeper reason, like Derrick said. Okay, so it's an intimacy blocker. You are avoiding intimacy if your kids are in the bed. Yep, I said it. Sure enough, did.
How to be spontaneous. Learn how to be spontaneous. Because we'll go on that time. We are passionate about that.
Very passionate about that. Because check this out. That's why you have monitors now. You have videos. You can see your baby. They got guardian angels. You're talking about God is good. Well, let him watch your child while you in your bed. I'm just saying. What's that about?
All right.
Okay.
Number two.
That was number two.
Spontaneity.
Okay, so spontaneity. Example, spontaneity. Derrick was in the shower one day. He was in the shower.
Come on.
And I just had to get in there with him. That was spontaneity. And he let me. And it was nice. It was romantic. He already had the Alexa playing, some songs, and he had the light low, and I was just like,
I had some Donny Hathaway.
Yes, and I was digging that.
Then it switched to Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
And then I went on down to Peebo Bryson.
Yeah.
And then I went way back to Lenny Williams. And then I dug deep into the crate and did some Frank Sinatra.
Yes. What is not to give to go into the shower for that one? Gotta go. So that's number two, okay? So number two is learn how to be spontaneous. One time, funds were low, kids were in bed. We decided to go down the street. That's when Derrick could tolerate ice cream, because he can't tolerate ice cream right now. But when he could, we went down the block and had Burger King ice cream cone. And we sat in the parking lot and ate our vanilla ice cream cone. It was so good. Nice. And we learned a lot about each other, about how we felt about that day, particularly in the parking lot. Spontaneity, okay? It really does count for romance. Get outside the box, y'all. It doesn't always have to be this way at this time. I know some of you guys are creatures of habit and you like to do things a certain way. That's cool. But come out of the box a little, be a little spontaneous. If you're feeling each other, just respond to that in that moment. Give each other that nonverbal, when the kids go down, come on. Okay, so that's number two, be spontaneous. The third one is learn how to be creative. Okay, and I kind of touched on that with the spontaneity, but learning how to be creative means that you're not gonna always do the same thing the same way all the time. Think about what your spouse might like that you've not done before, or something that you could say that you've not said before. I mean, there's 5 love languages. So you can be creative in those 5 to show your spouse that you love them, because of course romance starts before the bedroom, and it's not always about the bedroom. So it could be acts of service. You could do something for your spouse to let them know that you are loving them, you're digging them, cleaning their car, picking up some groceries, You know, you could do a gift, giving them something that they've been having their eye on Amazon that's in your shopping cart, you know, something like that. Cooking a nice meal, being creative. You know, I'm going down the list of love languages. Physical touch, get some nice hot oil. Bath and Body Works has some nice massage oils. Buy one.
Walmart has some nice stuff in the pharmacy section. It's called heated oil. And actually they have the
and
kind.
And it gets warm when you blow on it.
And they have the dual kind. You know, it has the him and her, and it's in one bottle. I don't know how they do the whole him and her thing in one bottle. But I think it's because
it's two things.
The nerves is hitting your part, and then the nerves are hitting. And then
it's two different bottles in
there. No, there's one bottle.
I never saw that one.
Yeah. Oh. No, there's two bottles.
Yes.
I'm tripping. I got excited. Two bottles. It's one package.
Right, it's one package.
And two bottles.
And it's his and hers. Right, right. Spontaneity, creativity. Try something different, you know. And that don't cost nothing but like some $7 or something.
For real.
You know, strawberries. Just all of a sudden you bring strawberries to the bedroom. You have them in the fridge.
And just don't eat
They've
them.
Been sitting there.
Just don't eat them.
Feed them to your spouse, maybe. Then again, it doesn't have to end up with sex.
Put them in the bed.
You could just be deciding to feed what?
And then roll up on them.
Oh, you are tripping tonight.
Okay, go ahead.
You are in a special place.
Number 3, go ahead.
That was number 3.
Okay.
Be creative. We're talking about being creative.
Are you good?
I'm finished, I guess.
So look, we talked about emotional vulnerability.
What's in the bag?
I got you. We talked about emotional vulnerability, which means to be able to be vulnerable to say how you feel. And again, we're talking about romance. We're not going deep into hurt and all those kind of things. The barriers, you know, deal with that stuff. See a counselor. Come and call us so you can work that stuff out to get to this place. So emotional vulnerability.
Spontaneity.
And creativity. So I'm going to show you what that means. And this is real. This is like, Sonya has no idea what's in this bag. You know what's in this bag?
I have no idea.
All right, look. So look, this is for you. Because you've been just busy.
Oh, you've been neglecting me.
So you've been just busy with.
You handled that very well.
That's 23 years. That's 23 years in. I just let that thing brush off me.
Okay, what you got?
So I have in the bag for you. This is for you. Okay. So I'm going to give you this card. We're talking about.
Oh, you got a card.
It's a card for you right there.
What?
Right over the card.
Now here's the thing, Derrick and I were together all weekend and all day.
That card's for you.
So this
because
is
it's been
interesting.
Busy. Romance.
I'm so glad you're in my life.
Yeah,
from hanging out and talking to celebrating the big and small stuff to laughing over the stupidest things. Life's way better with you around. Oh, I love D-Man.
Yeah, okay, so that card's for you, okay? Oh, and we're talking about being creative.
This is so sweet.
She had no idea how to give it.
I sure did not. I mean, you have time to get this stuff.
I make time. That's romance.
That's what's up.
And so this is for you. Her favorite candy.
My favorite candy.
Joy, romance.
And you know what? I worked out today, y'all, and I drank my lemon water, but I'm gonna eat my almond joy tonight.
Okay. Ooh. All right, so I got some more stuff for you.
I'll eat half of it.
We're talking about romance. Now, sometimes romance doesn't necessarily lead to sex. It means that you're creating the atmosphere that you're saying to that person, I really care about you. You're taking the time to go to the store, pick out the almond joy, go to the card, pick out the card that's right. So that's romance, okay?
And you know, for real, because he does not like coconuts. So this wasn't something he bought and you just happened to give to me. That's the other thing. Be selective in your choices that your spouse knows that it was deliberate. Be selective in your choices.
Another gift for you. Bam. Okay, boom. Bam.
Instead
of a candle.
We got a little strobe light.
It's a strobe light.
Oh, I like that.
Instead of a candle.
Now that's creative.
That's creative. Come on,
keep it going. Because I'm into candles, but I never thought about a strobe light.
All right, here you go.
What did you do with it?
Keep it going. Come on.
Okay.
Bam. Right there.
Well, honey, that's not romantic.
It is. Hold on. Let me put my badge on.
That's not romantic. Well, handcuffs?
No.
You're going to be the sheriff.
Work with me.
Oh. You gonna role play?
Romance.
You the chief.
We're talking about creativity.
What you gonna do with these?
Don't put it down right now. Don't worry about that. We're talking about creativity, and finally.
You got the sheriff badge?
Yeah, I'm sure. And so finally, we're talking about.
So you in charge?
I'm in charge.
Okay.
I got this.
Okay, I like that.
And this is for me.
We like y'all to be in charge, though, man. Right for real.
That's for me.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh,
That's
it's
for me.
menthol pain relieving back
For my back.
patches because he's had a bad back. You know, helping mommy on and
Yeah.
off the
Yeah.
wheelchair.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you,
So,
honey.
you're
Thank
welcome.
you so
Nice.
much.
Stop playing. I like to kiss on camera. I don't want people to see all that.
What you talking about, romance?
I know, but just people watching.
Okay.
So look.
So you see,
So-
guys, we got all kinds of stuff here.
You can put the
You got the
mask
medical
on.
stuff.
Put the mask down, baby.
I'm still curious about. You got a lot. You got keys for this?
I got the key.
Oh,
Don't worry about
yeah.
that.
You the sheriff.
I'm the sheriff. So look. Come on. Could you focus back? Click, click. Click, click. Click, click. You're under arrest. But we're talking about romance. And we're talking about three ways to enhance your romance in your marriage. And these things, just to give you some ideas of how important it is to be creative and be spontaneous.
Yeah, that was good. You did good.
And the most important thing we really want to really go into, close out with, is the emotional part of it. Talking about, people talking about communication, and no one is talking.
Right.
Because it's not safe, because of other things. Trust has been an issue, and you just haven't talked before. But really, really go to that place this year, because we're almost at the end of the year.
Right.
And being able to be vulnerable and to just talk. What do you like? What do you need? What do you want? What do you desire? What is romance for you? And if you can talk about those things and start to do them, you'll find your marriage is going to go into another place.
That is true. That is true. Communication really is key, which is why we've entitled our vlog, Can We Talk? So start with that. Can we talk, babe? It's been a while since we've talked. Can we talk, babe? There's some things on my heart I want to share. Can we talk, babe? I'd like us to enhance our romance. You know, can we talk, babe? Let's watch the vlog so we can get some ideas. You got a lot of ideas. You did good, babe. I honestly had no idea he did this. Yep. I don't know when he had time, but I'm gonna actually.
I didn't have time. I just stopped in the store.
Instead of the menthol, I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna actually rub your back down.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know, I'm gonna give you a really nice massage and relax you. Yeah. And then all the other stuff, you know, will fall in line.
In a few days. Right now, I ain't having it. Tired.
What?
Romance.
Just make a complaint.
No, I'm sorry. I love you.
Well, I gotta wait.
You ain't gotta wait.
No, okay.
Whatever you
I guess I'll enjoy while I'm waiting for you. So, enhancing your romance requires you to become emotionally vulnerable.
Right.
It requires you to be creative, to be spontaneous, and it requires you to be creative. And so now that you know what you're gonna do with it. And that's our time.
That's our time is up.
Until next time, take good care of yourselves, enhance your romance.
Peace. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Derek's giving y'all some
Bam.
ideas, hubby. What? What's the mask for?
Work that out yourself. Work that out yourself.
We got a mask.
Yeah,
what we gonna do with the mask?
I don't know. Put that
we
thing
gonna
down.
Play hide and
I can't go
seek?
in the bag. Put it down.